Welcome to Suncoast View. I'm Stephanie Roberts. An NFL player refuses to stand for the national anthem, plus the looks that stood out on the red carpet at the VMAs.
I'm Joey Panic, and this is Lulu. It is no secret that I am a shameless self-promoter. I mean, come on, I call myself the man about town. So today, we are shamelessly celebrating my almost milestone birthday.
I'm Bobette, and I'm all about a party. So in Joey's honor, we have creative cocktails, and his favorite sushi spot is in the kitchen.
And I'm Linda Carson. Joey loves his dog Lulu, and many dogs have skin issues. Canine Corral is here with a natural solution. All that and more right now on Suncoast View.
How appropriate for us. We are rolling out the barrel, not to celebrate any Oktoberfest or St. Patrick's Day. We are celebrating senior producer Joey Panic's birthday.
We're so glad you were born.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Welcome to the show, everyone, and a welcome to Joey. I got to tell you what I love most about Joey is that you just know what you want, and you are not afraid to ask for it. So
And he does it nicely.
And he does. I didn't have to guess what would make him happy today or what you might like to have on the show. You're like, I scheduled myself as a guest on the show on my birthday, and I put in those segments that I would enjoy most. And I love that. Thank you.
Yes. You know what? And somebody said, are you going to work on your birthday? I said, yes, but I won't work on that side. I'll be on this side, and it'll feel like a vacation.
Because we're going to have some fun, and Lulu's here to have fun with us, although I always worry about whether Lulu's really ever having fun.
No, well, this is always her face. This is her happy face. This is her scared face. This is her birthday face.
Aw,
Yes. She doesn't love TV.
No, she doesn't, but that's okay. We love having her here with us. And because it's a birthday, and we're calling this an almost milestone birthday.
Yes,
because
it's not quite that big one.
It's not quite the big one, and it is the one that you will say you are celebrating probably for the next 20 years.
Yes, I would get very comfortable with 39.
That's right. It's the one that ends in the 9 before the other one. So we thought we'd take a look back about where Joey's come from to where he is now.
Dear.
He leaked this picture to us a couple
you.
years ago. It is my ultimate favorite childhood picture.
I looked like Pat from Saturday Night Live.
Look at those.
that is hilarious.
So there is a young Joey. Can we please take a look at to where Joey has come now? Oh my.
God.
I love this headshot.
I don't know
mean,
which is more embarrassing.
Oh my gosh. I love this.
that one. That one is sexy.
I fell into, and
So
I think
sexy.
anyone in TV, or anyone actually, will appreciate this. There was a really good light in the studio, and it lit you evenly, and so you saw no wrinkles, no cracks or anything, and I thought, I'm taking advantage of this.
Absolutely. As well you should have. So that's the picture we'll celebrate with
I'll
for the
take
next
it.
20 umpteen
You
years.
don't want to celebrate the baby picture or
Well,
the
it
kid
is
picture?
funny. It is funny.
I feel like we
your
should.
mother wouldn't recognize
Oh,
if she
my-
hadn't seen you since that first
I
one.
looked like my
until now.
mother in that first picture. Who let me go out of the house like that?
That is so funny. We want to give some thank yous, too, for our birthday sweets, Joey's favorite cakes coming to us from Sift Bakehouse. And I love this cake because it's full of macaroons, and it looks almost like a disco ball for the candy in the middle
I'm afraid
there.
to turn it because there's so much on
I
it.
bet that is a disco ball, because Joey loves parties, Joey loves entertainment.
That's right.
Joey
Chris
loves the stage
I
and
said
dancing and singing.
just a quiet cake, a very simple cake, like myself.
That is Christine Nordstrom from Sift, so very talented. They do custom cakes. Linda got a murder cake for her birthday because, you know, that's just how
People are
Linda
still
rolls.
asking me about that.
So funny, but there's nothing that Sift Bakehouse cannot create. And a really fun story is just a couple of weeks ago in the studio, Sol's New York Deli stopped by with some cheesecake. All right, Joey, I got to tell on you, Joey could not get enough of it. I mean, he was like breaking pieces of the crust with his hands and shoving it in his mouth.
People were giving me their crust in my office. Karen brought in. It was so good.
So good. So a big thank you to Sol's for helping Joey celebrate his birthday.
Just a small piece.
Yes, Joe.
Just a small.
We said just a piece of cheesecake, and yeah, that is a piece. But you know what? If you've never had Sol's cheesecake, it is an experience. It is light and creamy and fluffy with the best crust you'll ever
It's
have.
got layers.
It's so good.
I believe the cheesecake cheesecake is good. I just didn't eat it. I ate only the crust.
Well, that one looks like it has lots of crust.
Yes, a lot of crust.
Yes.
You should be all set. Well, of course, it is a day of Joey's favorites, so let's see who is in the kitchen today. We welcome back Samuel Ray from Tsunami, Joey's favorite sushi place. What are we making today?
Hey, Stephanie. Today we're going to do Korean lettuce wraps, pork lettuce wraps.
Okay, very good. And tell us a little bit about the pork. You said it's got some special flavoring?
That's right. It's got a pear marinade to it. It's kind of sweet, a lot of great flavors.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
All right, we will look forward to that coming up with Tsunami in the kitchen. And we also want to remind everybody to start the week that we need your help naming our guide dog puppy. We have taken on the job of helping Southeastern guide dogs to raise a puppy that will go on to change somebody's life. We call it a future superhero. And we're asking you to help name our guide dog. You go to our Facebook page. There are 5 Southeastern guide dog approved names that would be great for a dog that has a very important job to do. So take your vote on that. Here are the names: Radar, Blitz, Wrigley, Tito, and Scoop. So bring on the votes. We love all the comments on the Facebook
The
page.
competition is hot on Facebook.
It
Yeah,
is.
people are
I've
passionate
got my
about the
favorite.
win.
I've got my favorite.
Yeah, Linda and my kids have the same favorite. I'm trying not to look because it becomes a very heated discussion at my house. And I just keep saying, it's not our job.
Yes.
It's not our job to name the dog. That is your job to name the dog. Our job is to turn
And
it
we're
into a
such
decent
good
care of the
creature.
dog.
friends. We are letting you keep the dog at your house.
Yeah, how
And
nice
I
of
enjoy
Nice.
it. You can housebreak it. You can do all those fun things.
That's awesome. Well, and just so you know, my kids could not be more excited.
Nice.
So, I mean, from a family project point
Tell
of view.
them they're welcome.
Yes.
Yes.
I'll get you all back later, just so you know.
But he's our dog.
Right. Wait till we get the exchange student. Then somebody has to.
Okay, that's living with Linda. I've got enough kids. That's where I'm going to draw the line. You do the
Then I
exchange
get to
student.
choose.
All right, it is time for our first hot topic. And San Francisco 49ers quarterback Colin Kaepernick is making huge headlines in the preseason, but not for his play on the field. It is what he is not doing. Kaepernick is refusing to stand for the national anthem. He says, and I quote, "I am not going to stand up to show pride in a flag for a country that oppresses black people." He says it would be selfish of him to do otherwise. It, of course, is causing a big backlash, especially from military supporters. The NFL says players are encouraged but not required to stand, so league punishment not likely to happen. My question to you, is this the right platform to make this kind of point?
Well, I have two feelings. My husband, who was in the military, would say a lot of people have died for this country. No, it's not perfect, but work to make it perfect. Don't just sit down. But his best voice is just sitting down. I mean, we're all talking about him today. If he stood up and yelled and screamed, he wouldn't make a difference. So he is making a difference just by sitting down. And he's got to be willing to pay the price, because this is going to cost him a lot of sponsors, a lot of money in the long run.
Is this the best thing he could be doing, though? Because my question is, I wasn't even aware why he was sitting. I just knew he was sitting. So for me, the story became much more about, should you sit, or stand? Are you allowed? And it became more about that than actually about what his stand is, which is, the inequality.
Well, I think he should probably, if people are confused of why he's sitting and not standing, I think he probably should do a better job with getting that message out. But I do think it's a good platform because he has that acclaim. Everyone is paying attention to it, and I think it's our responsibility as human beings to, all of us, if there is injustice going on, we have to stand and try to make a difference. It's the only way we're going to become a better country. Now, do I feel as if for instance, people are burning his jersey. People are doing a lot of things. So I understand why they are upset at the same time, because a lot of people don't believe that injustice is there. And so it's just finding that balance again, to always be open to hear another person's side and then work to become better as a group.
And it's hard to figure out how to express yourself, because I certainly don't have a problem with the statement he's making, nor do I disagree with his platform. But I do worry about our military people, and our friends and our family who have stood up for that flag in so many instances. It is the symbol of our country. So for him to disrespect it in any way.
And he has benefited from it
Yes,
so
he
much.
has.
He is making millions and millions and millions of dollars. So this country's been pretty good to him.
Yeah, and I don't think that it's a matter of the country not being good to him or even the military not standing up for him, because I think that it's important that we do support our military. They are putting themselves in harm's way when
To die for this
yeah,
country.
when I know I wouldn't personally do that. I'm not going to go get shot at for nobody. So the fact that people are willing to do that to defend our freedom, I think that's great. But I think the message is more not necessarily what's happening abroad and defending the freedom, but here at home, how is every person in our society treated? How are we? Are they really getting the benefits of whatever freedom that is?
Fair
and
point.
I think that's the question that people don't realize. You may be in your community, great, but just right down the street, there's a different environment. And I remember I was at a rally the other day, and somebody said to me, literally, and I could not believe they said this. They said, like, for instance, black people are getting shot because they're not obeying the law. There's a group of people that actually believe that, without even any facts, any details, anything like that. So in my mind, that's racist. And in my mind, I'm like, how can you judge one group without even finding details?
So he's sparking a discussion, he's sparking the thought, and obviously that was his point. He's also sparking the controversy that probably will continue. So we'll see how this develops as we get to the official start of the NFL season.
I did hear a very interesting statement, though, on the news this morning. They said, well, it hurt his football career. Nope. He's going to be judged on how well he can play football.
Absolutely.
No, but it might
Sundays-
hurt his endorsements,
Oh,
which
yeah,
I
we'll
can
see.
understand.
Yeah.
No, I see. We'll have to see what
Football
happens.
is one way only. How good you are.
On the other side, what company is going to want to support that?
Yeah.
Yep, no, absolutely.
I know I wouldn't if I was a company.
All right, well, I don't know what everybody was up to last night, but the wildest awards show of the year was on TV. That's the MTV Video Music Awards. The red carpet rarely disappoints. Queen Bee kept it classy. She was covered up, and she also appeared with her daughter, Blue Ivy. Husband Jay-Z, though, nowhere to be found. That had some people talking.
Wait a minute, she wasn't covered up. You can see through that whole dress.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I
It's a
see on the
weird-
bottom.
only the bottom.
Only
It's
the bottom.
It's a little Lady Gaga for me, isn't it? It's a little weird.
It's a little weird, and that's
those
my fault by
wings?
saying she was covered, because that's the first time I've seen the bottom, and that ain't
Yeah,
covered.
it's completely
And it looks
see-through.
like she's wearing wings. But then,
In the front.
Yes, in
I
an
thought it
odd
was
location.
cute that her daughter was there.
I did too. I thought that was very
Yes,
sweet.
yes.
Britney Spears actually being labeled as a comeback kid. She takes the VMA stage after a 10-year break. Interesting cutout black dress. For her, that's actually fairly classy. There were cutouts everywhere on the red carpet. So if you were looking for the hot social trend for your outings this season, cutouts appear to be everywhere.
check out the mirror first.
Yeah, but yes, make sure nothing's poking out through the cutout. That would be my advice. Cher is also in, although Nicki Minaj is taking this to a whole new level. Little imagination left here that she is rocking her curves absolutely unabashedly. Do we like the Nicki Minaj look at all?
No, not at
Tell
all.
what's happening, really.
Little too much going on there.
Yeah.
Too much out there. Here's really out there. Not only are people rocking their curves, they're rocking their baby bump. Let's see if we can lose that graphic for a minute.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, yeah, yeah, that's what that is. So the guy is actually a host of one of the MTV shows. This is his fiance. She is letting the world know she is expecting, and apparently she doesn't need a bra, and she's not embarrassed.
I mean, it's not about, for me, about her being pregnant. It's
Yeah.
just that is one quick move away from
A disaster.
everything being out.
Yeah, that did not look good to me.
I think it's unattractive.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a good look.
I think you should celebrate your belly, but there's definitely ways you can do it
Yeah.
a little bit more classy. Like,
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
A little more dignity.
Class isn't necessarily part of the VMAs in terms
That's
of the red
true.
carpet, but on
Our
stage,
expectations.
there was no stopping Queen Bee. She won big, bringing home 8 Moon Men trophies. She has now won a total of 25 VMAs in her career. She stopped the show with a 15-minute medley from her groundbreaking Lemonade album, and there was also no stopping Rihanna. She opened the awards. She performed 4 times during the show and wrapped up the VMAs by accepting the Michael Jackson Video Vanguard Award. The girls are definitely in charge.
Yeah, it's good year for the ladies.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of the same ladies, Beyonce, Rihanna, Britney, that we've heard before.
For years.
Yeah.
Right.
So there's some staying
Well, you
power
don't get there in just 2 or 3 years. It takes a
Yes.
while to get to be that good.
And apparently once they get there, they don't leave.
Yeah.
No, and it's good for them. You know, they're showing some longevity and keeping the interest. So it takes a lot to be a star for that long. All right, well, from my weekend file, something I have to share with you. Do you spend a lot of time yelling, "Where is my phone?" It is a constant struggle in today's tech world. You misplace it, or even worse, you drop it somewhere unfortunate. Straight from one of my friend's Facebook pages, diving head first down a trash compactor to get her daughter's phone as they moved her into her college apartment this weekend. Mom of the year. There is actually video that we did not make public, but she's yelling, ew, there's maggots. She did get the phone. What about this guy? It's bad enough to drop your phone in the toilet, which I have done, but he got stuck in a sewage tank for more than an hour because this was one of those like public, you know, like waste tank latrines. So it didn't actually go down a sewer pipe. It went into a big nasty tank. He got himself in. He could not get himself back out.
That is a nightmare.
There's no phone in the
Lose
world
the
worth that.
phone.
I think the phone is going to stay if I drop it in a porta potty.
I don't even want it at that point.
Once it's gone down, forget it.
So I've had that issue where you take it out and then you're afraid to put it up to your face or touch it. And I'm like, oh, what should I do now? I might as well have just left it in the toilet.
Oh, right, because you got it out of the toilet. Did it work?
After I dried it out, but I didn't want to put it to my face.
My last drowning occurred in the toilet, and it never did come back to life. And that's an embarrassing one.
I've had near misses where it's fallen off a shelf and like boom, boom, and then bounced off, and it was thank God.
In general, you should not A, take it into a stall, or B, leave it on the paper towel or the
and you
toilet
should
paper
also
holder.
Yes.
Don't put it in the sink. At the Hyatt, I put my purse in the sink while I fixed my makeup. It was automatic, so the water came on.
no.
My phone was right in the top. It was gone.
that was
Oh,
good.
my goodness. Oh, well.
I threw up one time in my purse because I was in a car and I didn't want to throw up around people. So I threw up in my purse and my phone was there. My phone stunk for almost like 2 weeks. It was disgusting.
There are
That
so
just
many
reached a
things
new level,
about that
Bobette.
story I want to talk
Yes,
about.
but
at a
I don't
later
think
date.
it's a good idea.
It was disgusting.
All right,
It was so nice of you not to mess up the car.
coming back,
That's a
we're going to
first.
take a look at our happy hour forecast. Hopefully it won't make anyone sick. And then we're going to have some great birthday cocktails for Joey with Table Creekside.
Good afternoon. We're continuing to watch Tropical Depression number 9, looking a little healthier as far as thunderstorms go. Reconnaissance aircraft investigating the area right now, and we're going to get more information coming up at 5 o'clock from the National Hurricane Center. Right now, you can see that deep convection developing over parts of western Cuba. Also, look at all the moisture extending all the way through the Bahamas. All that kind of going to be streaming in our direction over the next several days. So the biggest story with this, I think, for us, for the time being, will be the heavy rain that it may be able to generate right on in through Thursday. More on that coming up at 5. Speaking of heavy rain, it's coming down right now in Osprey, also near Palmer Ranch, stretching all the way down to near Venice. And Venice, get ready for continuous downpours here for the next half hour to hour as that line is kind of dropping in your direction. Northport getting some light to moderate rainfall currently, but by far the heaviest rain from Osprey just south of, again, Siesta Key all the way down to near Nokomis. Well, much more on Tropical Depression number 9 could become a storm. Details on that coming up at 5. See you then.
No celebration is complete without cocktails, and Joey loves the creative flair and from his good friend and mixologist Matthew Serranos. And he's from Table Creekside, and we invite him to all of our special occasions here on Suncoast View. So we know that you have brought the goods.
I have. Are we ready?
All right, so tell us, and these are Joey's picks?
They are. Joey told me that he wanted to do martinis, so I got 2 martinis going, and then another one on the
Is this a
rocks.
martini?
No, that's
it's a
not. This
special
was the one on the
You
rocks.
were wise to not do all martinis because we all still have to function tonight.
Oh, there you go.
Correct. But you did do some amazing bright colors. So
Yes.
let's start with the yellow.
first one.
So the yellow one is a mango caipirinha. Caipirinha is a traditional drink in Brazil. It's the
Okay.
national drink of Brazil. It's also
The
a
national drink is an alcoholic drink? Mm-hmm. That's interesting.
national drink of Brazil. Caipirinha.
So we're still celebrating the Olympics.
We are,
Tell us what
we are.
we're tasting, because it
So-
has an unusual flavor.
It does. That's cachaça. Cachaça is a rum-based liqueur.
Okay.
It's made from sugarcane. There's some muddled lime in there, as well as mango. Mango
So it's healthy.
That's your healthy fruit.
It's good for us on a Monday. It's very nice.
Thank you.
It's very summery.
Yes.
Yeah, it would be good
On
for a
the
hot
beach.
afternoon like
Sitting out
this
on
or
the
on the
beach.
beach. I can see why this is appropriate for Brazil.
Absolutely.
A daytime drink. And then we're going
Daytime drink.
And then go
Well,
to
it
the
is
next
daytime,
one.
so that's appropriate.
The next one is a Neo Cosmo. That's actually a twist on a traditional cosmopolitan. Traditional cosmopolitan's vodka and cranberry juice.
Okay.
But this actually has Aperol in it.
What is
Aperol
that?
is a digestif.
I love it.
Wait, it's a digestif? This is going to be good for my tummy?
Yeah,
Oh, well, how
absolutely.
appropriate.
Isn't it? I tell everybody it's like the little sister of Campari, right?
Yes, absolutely.
It's herby like
Yes,
that.
it's very
I love
herbaceous.
this.
so
Oh,
excited
yes,
about.
this is very smooth. Now,
Yes.
is this on your menu or are any of these on your menu?
Not yet.
Oh,
Okay,
Not yet.
I think the girls and Joey are going to vote that this probably
Yes.
should be
Yeah.
on the menu.
I
We're not
agree.
through.
I agree.
We still have one more.
This is tasty.
It's very good. It
like
has
it.
vodka in there. It's Aperol. It also has some simple syrup in there as well, just for a
Very
little bit.
I'm
easy.
going to call this the after work drink.
Okay, so
Daytime.
this is your daytime.
During work.
After work, during work, after
We're
work.
not supposed to do that.
And
Joey.
Aperol-
Is after the party next?
Matt, Aperol, you
We'll
can
see.
keep a bottle of Aperol forever, right? Because
can.
you don't have to use a lot
Correct. You
And
can.
that's a liquor as well?
It
A
is.
liqueur, I should say.
It is.
Okay.
Very
All right, let's go to the last one. I like
last
the
one-
look of this
It's
one.
Yep, the
pretty.
last one I did, especially for Joey. You can actually, anybody can do this, obviously. This is a birthday cake martini.
All right.
Oh,
So I noticed no one else is doing it, but look at mine. You can see the
that's really
screen.
pretty.
Actually, that's what I wanted for it to do, but I
Oh,
you know, I
have the
didn't put
little
enough in there,
rainbows
yeah.
go down. So
Yeah.
tell us how you get the rainbows to stick on
That's-
the rim.
See
I
it?
actually use icing.
Oh,
Cake
Really?
icing, yeah.
So you put some icing on the rim, then you upended the cup
Correct.
into the rainbows.
Correct.
And then tell us about the cocktail
What's
inside.
in it is vanilla vodka. It also has Godiva white chocolate liqueur.
Oh, that's heavenly.
You know, I
And
got to
then
say,
so much
I'm not
music.
normally a fan of creamy drinks. This is delicious.
oh, it's like a birthday cake.
That's right.
It looks like a bowl of cereal.
It kind of tastes like a grown-up bowl cereal.
We'll go with that, too.
Let's raise
Adult
our birthday
cereal.
cake drink and give a
Oh, yeah.
cheers to
Happy
the
birthday,
boy.
Joey.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
And Matt, congratulations. Matt is our resident mixologist, but he is also got promoted.
Yes.
Congratulations
So
on your
what? Tell us
position.
about your new promotion.
General manager of the property of Philippi Creek and the table.
Wow, that's awesome.
So please come in and join us.
No wonder we love that.
Oh, I love you guys. You're great.
All right, thank you so much,
Appreciate
Betty.
it.
You can go to the table also and enjoy their great drinks and wonderful food. They're on South Tamiami Trail, so just go by them.
Ask
and
the
good,
city manager.
yeah. Or you can go to their website, tablesrq.com.
I'm heading back to the Cosmo.
I see that, Joey. And next, the crazy things that Joey has done for a good cause. We'll be right back.
It's time to upgrade your favorite news app. Now, ABC7's My Suncoast News app is better than ever with a dynamic brand new design that's faster and easier to use. Stay connected with new features that make it easy to submit photos, share stories on Facebook and Twitter, and save stories for reading at a later time. Download our free My Suncoast News app on your mobile device at your app store. ABC7's all-new My Suncoast News app. Just another way we're here for you. Powered by the Eye Associates, providing sight for life.
Hurricane season is here, so when severe weather threatens, count on the official Suncoast Storm Team at ABC7.
We're armed with the most advanced weather technology.
And focus on the Suncoast.
The official Suncoast Storm Team at ABC7. We're here for you.
Batteries Plus bulbs keep stacks of batteries for cars, cell phones, watches, plus light bulbs for lamps, can lights, and appliances right on hand. Did I mention we also repair smartphones? Batteries Plus bulbs. Trust the plus. Visit Batteries Plus bulbs today.
They took that stress and that tension when I was particularly feeling very bad after that nasty car accident, and it was such a relief to know that I didn't have to bear that burden alone, that I had help.
Our goal is to not just get a satisfactory settlement on their case. We want them up on their feet, happy again. They've gotten their life back.
You only have one life. Are you gambling with it? 1 in 3 adults have high blood pressure. Not knowing your numbers could cause you to lose, big time. Luckily, you can turn the odds in your favor by getting your blood pressure checked today. Don't leave your health to chance. Learn more at heart.org/HPB.
Pro Cream by Dr. Anna, known as the facelift in a bottle, is an all-natural anti-aging formula that tightens skin and muscles, making you look younger. It's made in Sarasota with real pearls, Chinese herbs, and no preservatives. Visit our store or at pearlcreambydranna.com.
Welcome back. Other than being a great producer for us on Suncoast View, Joey is also a great performer. And he used to do a lot of really fun things, some very ridiculous with us, all for the good of our show. So we've asked Joey to take a look back at some of his favorite moments here on our stage.
It is funny because now, you know, I think it's even funny that you all pretend to take me seriously because some of the ridiculous things I've done on the show. But yes, I did get to sing quite a bit. So one of my favorite moments was when I got to sing with Rebecca Vargas and you all were our backup in a song from Greece. So let's take a look.
Summer days drifting away to all those summer nights. Oh well, oh well, oh well, oh huh. Tell me more, did you get very far? Tell me more, like does he have a car?
Oh my.
I
know, I sound so great.
I love it.
We were upstaging you.
Yes, you know what, and gladly. And speaking of upstaging me, I feel like, now I don't want to take full credit for this, but I feel like maybe my presence brought out some of the performer in each one of you. For example, Linda, you and I got to lip sync last year, so let's take a look.
Oh, that's true.
I really can't stay.
Baby, it's cold outside.
I gotta go away.
Baby, it's cold outside.
This evening has been
Hoping that you dropped in.
very nice.
I'll hold your hands, they're just like
My
mine.
mother will start to.
Linda, you're a good actress.
Yes, Linda, we won that lip sync battle, if you remember.
I was a little off there, a few words.
You
The
were
words are
fabulous.
right. It's fine. It's the attitude you have.
Yes,
That's right. You were rocking it.
So, all right, we talked about Linda's bucket list, but I got to check off something. You know, I used to be a performer, and I did get to perform with the Jersey Boys.
Yes,
the cast
you
of
did.
Jersey Boys
Yes.
was here.
And you
Let's
held your own.
They
Let's
did
take a
not
look at
ask
that
you.
one.
You volunteered that. Yes. I remember this one.
Who's teaching?
Oh, I loved that. That's probably my favorite moment because you were so
holding your
excited.
Oh, I was having a ball. Of course, I didn't get to do the show with them, but
Yeah,
it was
no
on
wonder
TV.
you're still
It
here. You were
counted.
so
Yes.
good.
It
Wow.
counts. You've
Yes.
been a Jersey
Count.
boy.
So, kind of jumping ahead a little bit, you know, we were going to look at another clip, but I would actually I'd like to get to the rock wall because one of my favorite things that we did, we had a rock wall out back.
Oh, we remember.
And we were all very, very polite and taking our turns. And then when it came time for the race, it was a dead heat between Steph and I.
Oh no, don't show my butt again.
I know.
Oh.
And I knew, I was like, the ladies are going to hate this shot
Oh
again.
no, this is not good.
But you know, there's that
that's
one
lovely.
little handle that you're supposed to grab onto, and we were fighting to the
Yep,
death.
see it? Look
with
at that. I'm
one
like, get out of my
handle.
way.
Brought the competitiveness out.
And Bo Beth, remember, you wouldn't come down. No.
There she goes.
Yes.
I'm like, I will not lose. I was sore from that.
No, I
Yeah.
went back up and then couldn't come down.
Yes. But
That was a good day.
Speaking of being taken seriously, probably my all-time favorite moment is still when I dressed as a merman, not realizing that all of our executives from the station were here for a meeting. So this is how they met me, being wheeled out in a deep V and a mermaid tail. And somehow, I'm still the producer.
See, that's the thing. That just shows commitment.
Exactly.
That's what
right.
they
They
say.
said,
I
this
agree.
fool will do anything for the show.
Exactly. We're keeping him on.
And now we need to find someone who will also do anything for the
Yes.
show because you can't be so silly now.
You, Stephanie.
I
No,
need a silly
not me.
Joey, yes.
Nope, I'm busy too.
I'm taking
You
applications.
rode a bull.
That's
You
right.
didn't do anything.
I sung for you guys,
That's
and I
right.
would not have done that normally.
Your highlight reel probably has the most embarrassing moments on it. So.
That's true.
All right, thank you, Joey. Very fun to celebrate all that stuff with you. And coming up,
I used to be a serious journalist.
I understand. We're going to celebrate Lulu, Joey's dog, with Canine Corral here to help Lulu and your dog's skin naturally.
A message from the Pulaski Law Firm. For decades, many Americans working in the trades were exposed to environmental hazards without their knowledge. While the dangers of one such airborne threat, asbestos, have long been known, efforts were made to hide the risks from the public. The result? Thousands of cases of asbestos-induced mesothelioma. Those in the trades may have been harmed by hundreds of companies who produced asbestos-laden products. The U.S. Bankruptcy Court has established asbestos trusts with $30 billion in initial funding. You may be entitled to financial compensation without ever going to court. If you or someone you know has been diagnosed with mesothelioma, get the best care available. Then call us.
Call 800-279-1837.
For nearly 2 decades, we've been fighting for those harmed by asbestos. Act now. Call for a free consultation and see how we can help. Mesothelioma. Don't fight it alone.
Hi, I'm Dylan Radigan. The world is brimming with possibilities. And that keeps me busy. My latest invention may be able to feed and sustain communities around the world. My team and I are always on the go, meeting new people and seeing new places. I produce films that I really care about. It's an honor to speak to audiences around the world. When people come together, meaningful work gets done. How do I do all this? Well, that part's easy. Hotelplanner.com.
Attention, this is an important message for anyone who has taken Xarelto or Pradaxa. If you or a loved one took the blood thinner medication Xarelto or Pradaxa and was then hospitalized for internal bleeding, you may be entitled to significant compensation. Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to serious, even fatal internal bleeding. If you suffered a stroke, heart attack, or serious internal bleeding, or if a loved one died after taking Xarelto or Pradaxa, call us now. Our network of attorneys have years of experience fighting the big pharmaceutical companies and is ready to fight for you. Potential claims are being reviewed for users of Xarelto or Pradaxa who have suffered severe bleeding or hemorrhaging, stroke, or even death. Our network of experienced attorneys is ready to fight for you. You won't pay a thing unless your case is settled. Call today for a free confidential consultation. Don't fight this alone.
Please call 800-928-6604. That is 800-928-6604.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
Welcome back to Suncoast View. We're going to check back in with Sam Ray from Tsunami. And Sam, Tsunami is known for its phenomenal sushi, but for people who like their food cooked, like Linda, Tsunami also has a wonderful cooked food menu. Tell us about the pork you're preparing.
Absolutely. So we've got our pork in our marinade now. It takes about 45 minutes to marinate. But what's really cool about this recipe is you can do other kinds of proteins too. If you like shrimp, chicken, anything like that. It's great with steak too.
All right, and Linda, you'll be happy to know we're cooking all this food today.
I'm glad to hear that.
All right, thanks, Sam. We'll see you in a little bit. Linda?
All right. No celebration for Joey would be complete without the love of his life, Lulu. Even if we do make fun of him with his swing. What are you wearing? A sling.
I'm wearing
a dog sling, a baby sling.
Hold that up, Joey.
It's a little
Look at
papoose,
this.
kind of, yes, or a Bjorn.
It is like a Bjorn. He wears his dog.
Yes, yes, but poor Lulu still has some skin problems. So we brought the expert in to help Lulu. Mark Chambord is here with us from Canine Corral, and first of all, we want to see some of the proudest pictures you have. Your alumni.
My alumni, you know, we've been here just about 10 years. Next year will be 10 years, and we have, there's a picture of one of our alumni classes. Those are actually, most of those are one family, and they all came to the Canine Corral. And Corolla in the blue, she actually became our store manager after that picture.
Oh my goodness.
That was taken some 5 or 6 years ago.
With that many dogs, you've got to learn a lot about them if you're going to keep them.
I had to try to remember their names. That's
I had that with students my 3 months of teaching second grade.
3 months.
You also have some graduate pictures. You just had a graduating class.
Well, actually, the pictures that I'm going to be showing you are from dogs that were here before pre-2010, where we actually had black caps, and all the caps disappeared. I think they either got chewed or taken home.
Exactly. I take that
these are
home.
all dogs that have graduated. You know, there's been several thousand dogs that have graduated from our school. And it's hard to count, but when you look at our family tree and you're looking back, you go, oh, look at there, there's
It's like
Jamie.
a professor.
And, you know, it's really good that we can provide that to the community to make better dogs, better world round, you know, as far as wherever you take your dog, they're going to be obedient.
And having them at home is a lot more comfortable, too.
Definitely.
Now, coconut oil. Poor Joey is having problems with Lulu, and
Oh, look
she
at-
needs some help with her skin problems.
Lulu's like, do we have to talk about this? How
She's
embarrassing.
Well, the thing with Lulu, and being that the Chihuahua, you know, they do, in your defense, Joey, they do like to hug you and stay close to your body. They like to be picked up. And with her, at her age, coconut oil is actually very good, just like with humans, it's good for pets also. It's very therapeutic for the dogs. And you can apply it topically, or you can actually have them put it in their diet.
What does it do for them?
Well, for her, she has scaly skin, I believe. What it'll do is it'll soften the skin. If it's an allergic reaction, it actually helps with allergies.
Look at her poor armpits.
It's in her
Yeah,
armpits.
Very red.
You know,
Which they'll
it'll
say
heal
is
the
from
wounds.
food, right? It's a food allergy.
Well, it could be food or it could be environmental. There's going to be a couple different things.
She's mortified.
With her being held so tight to, I don't think she gets out in the yard too much in the dirt and the play. and
A
stuff.
little bit though, because she is free reign
A lot
of
of
the
times
yard.
they could be environmental, but what you want to do is, what I would suggest is, it's 1 teaspoon per 10 pounds. So how much does she weigh?
She's about 6 pounds.
Okay, so you're going to start with
half.
a 1/4 teaspoon in her diet,
Okay.
and she'll ingest that with her food.
Okay.
And you're going to go up to no more than 1 teaspoon daily. But you're going to work up to that over a month. You want it to go into it. Now that's going to help from the inside out.
Right.
It helps with the immune system. It helps heal wounds, yeast infections, bacterial infections.
Which a lot of her skin problems are actually yeast infections. Yeah, she gets
They
them
get it
on
on their
her
skin.
Yeah.
So, Mark, I have a question. When you're referring to coconut oil, because we're hearing about this for everybody, you know, dogs, us to consume, is it the coconut oil that I'm going to buy at the grocery store, or does it need to be a
Well,
different type?
It's really, you're looking for natural, unrefined coconut oil, virgin coconut oil. It's one of those things where the price you pay is going to do with the quality of what it is. So you pay for what you get.
Okay.
The coconut oil in the store does have the same properties, but it may not be as effective.
Okay.
What I have are the coconut oil, cocoa therapy products, which you'll see the first can over there, or the first jar is actually liquid. That means that I had it outside so that I could show you the difference, and it was less, the temperature was higher than 76 degrees.
It hardens and then it
Lower than
Cool, it's
76
hard.
degrees, it gets solidified, so it's actually more like a paste or a lard.
Okay.
Thing is that coconut oil isn't like the cooking oil that you use where it gets rancid in the pan after a day. Coconut oil, it stays good for a very long time because it is natural.
So it's a good investment. Even if the jar costs a little bit more, it's not going to go bad on us.
Definitely, and it goes a long way too. And they also have the products that you can get also with it, which are the coconut, let's see, what do we have?
Are
The
these
coconut
treats?
chips. Well, they're for dogs, but you can still eat them
Will
too.
Lulu eat one?
She probably
gonna trade
will
for the
not.
dog.
I'm gonna try. While you're talking about the products, I'm gonna try. Like you mentioned,
Swab
I
and
can
wipe it on
swab
her
some of the coconut
and then rub it
on
in a
her.
little bit, and that's going to help externally. But then also, I'm going to give you that as your birthday present.
Aw.
So you can actually add that to her diet, and then maybe in about 2 months we can check on her progress. and see
That'd
how
be
she is.
great.
I'll
All right, Mark,
never
while
get
he
her
does
back on
that,
TV.
tell us about the treats you brought and what else?
We have the coconut chips, which are actually very, you can see they're very white. They're very,
Oh, they look very,
And
very
so the
pure.
dogs will really like
they're very
them.
good actually too.
You gonna eat one, Bobeth?
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Then we
I'm
have
just showing it for the camera.
we have the coconut fruit also, which
Ooh,
is,
that sounds good.
actually it is. It's the fruit basis. It's going to have. Remember now, these here are going to be dehydrated. These are freeze dried, so you're getting all the natural ingredients without taking away from any
Mark,
of
go
the
ahead and leave them on
nutrients.
the table so we can get a good shot of them there.
That back
Okay,
there.
and then what's the brown package next to those?
This is the coconut macaroons.
Oh, my
macaroons.
goodness.
Take a nice smell of that.
Well, Beth,
Yeah,
I have one of
definitely
those.
not going to
We're gonna
eat this
get you
one
one.
either,
Yes.
but we will show it to the camera.
They are
gone
very,
in.
that
They're
seems
very
good.
good. And you know, the thing about these is that, yes, Mark does like them.
Oh, wow, Mark
So
likes
what, now
those.
tell me down there, the can.
very good.
Well, that looks like the wet
This is
dog
actually
food.
a canned food that has coconut oil added to
Oh.
it.
Okay.
So it would be a supplement to the diet. I would suggest that you keep your regular diet and just add it to the
Okay.
food rather than switch foods right now.
Now, I
You're on
know-
a good food the way
And then
it
you
is.
have a bath?
I love this idea.
Pasquale got a bath yesterday
That's
in
not-
coconut milk.
Oh, coconut milk
Gosh,
bath.
can you imagine how good that feels? And then
I
these
feel
are
like we should be bathing in
these
coconut
are
milk.
wipes. What part would I wipe the skin that's irritated?
Yes, those are going to be deodorizing wipes that will actually give a little bit of the scent of the coconut oil, but also have that antibacterial ingredient to help sterilize or help clean the dog's
Oh, do
food.
I need that? My daughter is living with me right now. She's got a 14-year-old Havanese. She poops in my shoes. I leave them beside my bed at night, stick my feet in the morning. What can I do?
Pick your shoes up.
And oh, by the way,
it's so good to have an expert.
See what Lulu's thought about the coconut oil?
She's going to let it marinate.
She's out of there. Lulu's like, yeah, this was not good for me.
Something that you want to remember about
She
the
went
coconut.
ahead. Lulu hid.
Oh, now she's taking a nap.
Yes.
Well, thank you, Mark.
You're
We're-
welcome.
we're
She's not
checking on her.
uncomfortable anymore. She's happy now.
No, she's mortified. She's mortified.
That's hiding.
I think she's sound asleep. Thank you so
you're
much.
welcome.
You
Very-
always help us every time you come. My shoes forever and ever will be upstairs.
above.
K9corralsrq.com for any problems you have. Mark has the answers for all of them, and this coconut oil sounds terrific. Next, Joey's going to show us some men's products that you use in the bathroom.
Speaking of problems,
This will be interesting.
Speaking of problems, we're headed to the bathroom.
ABC 7 News at 7, weeknights.
The kitchen is where life happens. Minnesota Flooring now offers a wide variety of beautiful quality craft-made cabinetry to make sure the heart of your home reflects your style. Visit us today.
From our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is an ABC 7 News Update.
Good afternoon, I'm Haley Wilgus. Here's what we're working on for 5 o'clock. Paramedics in Manatee County improving their skills to help patients with mental health issues and prevent unnecessary hospitalizations. And boaters are warned to be prepared as a potential tropical storm makes its way toward Florida. Now, let's head over to Bob and check on that.
Yeah, right now, reconnaissance aircraft investigating this area right here, the area of low pressure just to the north of the western tip of Cuba right now. A lot of the storm is being blown to the south, so that's where all the deep convection is. We are starting to see some storms gathering near the center there. Look at all the moisture to the east of the state. That's all going to be kind of whipping in our direction. That's the biggest concern. The heavy rain, not so much the winds. The winds aren't all that strong and probably won't be until possibly Wednesday as the system nears. A big rain now near Osprey and Venice, some extreme lightning there. The news is we'll see more showers coming up from the south. Details at 5.
Download ABC 7's free all-new news app at your app store today.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beauty Rest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Mom needed more care than we could provide, so we called Granny Nannies. She now has around-the-clock caregivers, and we have peace of mind. Thanks to them, she's where she belongs, at home.
A helping hand and a gentle heart.
Welcome back, two of my favorite guests, Cash 3 and Play 4.
Surprise! We're pick 3 and pick 4 now.
Whoa!
But we still play exactly the same. We just got a fresh new look.
Speaking of surprises, I have one for you. Say hello to Pick 2 and Pick 5!
Introducing the complete Pick family of games.
We're family now.
The new Pick 2 and Pick 5 have joined Pick 3 and Pick 4 to give you more choices in your daily gameplay. The Florida Lottery. Just imagine.
At Granny Nannies, we provide your loved ones with the care they deserve, compassionate and experienced help right where you need it most, at home. Visit us at grannynannies.com.
A helping hand and a gentle heart.
There's the cake for my almost milestone birthday that we're celebrating today. We're having a good time. I am.
Yes,
I hope
we
you
are. Yes, we are.
Yes. All right. So I may be an almost 40-year-old man, but I still find bathroom products and humor pretty amusing. And there is, you won't believe it, there's an entire retail market out there for things that you use in the restroom. And when you think about it, it makes sense. It's one of the rooms in our home where you know, we clean, we do our business. I mean, it's
We
an
all
important.
spend time
We're
with it.
in
We all
there
do
all day,
this, yes.
or every day, not all day. If you are, be it coconut oil, perhaps.
And if you're there all day, this could help your problem.
Yes. So, all right, you've heard of the name's hysterical, but the squatty potty. So, what this is a little bench that you put your feet on. This goes in front of your toilet. The purpose is to lift up your legs. And when you think about it, and I won't get
I want to
graphic.
hear you explain this.
The human body was meant to go to the bathroom in a squatting position, but toilets have gotten higher and higher to the point where we're closer to standing than we actually are squatting. What this does is raise your legs up to simulate that position. It's good for your body. There's less straining. And I've heard, I don't have one, but the people that I know that have one have said they save time.
It
And I'll
helps
just leave
the elimination process.
Yes.
You have one?
I don't have a squatty potty, but I have, like, for a very long time, I've been practicing it with a different method.
Mhm.
So I just put, like, my foot on the garbage can,
Mhm.
and it makes you, I don't know why I'm talking
No,
about
it's
this,
good. I
but
mean,
it
it's
makes
a-
you,
But it's, we all go through this. It makes the process easier.
And we've toured old homes, in fact, and the toilet was very low. And on the tour guide, when I first heard this concept, the tour guide said, yes, the architect built the toilet low for
Because of
that
this
squatting
reason.
purpose. So
It says
this
it's
is
not
the
good for our
squatty
body.
potty. Very popular, and I understand once you use it, you like want to get one to travel with you. All right. Going away from the toilet
your
and
foot
into
on
the
your garbage can.
bathtub, Lush has a gorgeous array of bath bombs.
And handmade.
These are amazing. If they smell fantastic, what you do is you drop them in. They look like little glitter bombs.
the
You drop them in
bathtub.
the bathtub, and it will
Explode.
Your
They
entire
call it a
bath.
bomb because the color, the scent,
Mhm.
the teenagers love these. It turns your bath into an amazing
Doesn't
bath.
work in the shower?
No, you got to be in the bathtub.
And you pick, you can pick the flavor you like, and Lush is very big on trying to be all natural,
Yes.
not a lot of additives, and so the bath bombs are huge, and we have a Lush right here in UTC. And the next one, now this is funny, I know, the concept of a bidet. All right, they're now selling not portable, but bidets that you can attach
To your toilet?
Yes,
Like
so if your toilet isn't
electronic
built.
bidets?
Yes, so it attaches to your toilet seat, and this is becoming a very common tool in the bathroom. And when you think about it, and I'll keep this very daytime friendly, if you were cleaning up a mess, you would use soap and water.
Correct.
Instead, you clean up a mess with just paper.
Yes.
This concept allows water into the process, and just will leave it that it is healthier for you.
That was put very delicately.
Thank
I'm
you.
impressed with that.
And if you travel anywhere in Europe, you know that bidets are just a very common thing. They're in every bathroom.
Here in my house.
Yes, so now you can get a
Linda,
bidet.
you have a bidet?
Of course I have a bidet.
I did
You
not
don't
know.
have a bidet?
I do not have a bidet. And when I saw a Groupon for a bidet, I laughed like a 12-year-old for like 20 minutes.
And-
Apparently, I'm missing out.
No, it's a great thing. So the bathroom. Point of the story is don't neglect the bathroom. It's one of the important rooms in your home.
And there are retail products.
Yes, absolutely.
And since it's Joe's birthday, I'm assuming these are your favorite things.
Well, I wouldn't go that. You get a bidet and you get a bidet.
Good to know. Very useful, Joey.
Yes, thank you. Well, coming up next, we're going to have more celebrating, and then soon we'll be heading into the kitchen with Tsunami.
A message from the Pulaski Law Firm. You started there right out of high school, learned your trade and did it well. And the asbestos you handled, well, that was just part of the job. If you worked in the trades and were diagnosed with mesothelioma, get the best care available, then call us. You may be entitled to financial compensation without ever going to court.
Call 800-236-4994.
And see how we can help. Mesothelioma, don't fight it alone.
This is important news for women diagnosed with ovarian cancer. Talcum powder may have caused your ovarian cancer. According to many studies, long-term use of talcum powder in products such as baby powder or shower-to-shower for feminine hygiene is linked directly to ovarian cancer. If you are an ovarian cancer victim or if a loved one died from ovarian cancer after using talcum powder, call the law offices of Davis & Crump at the number below right now to find out if you are eligible for a cash award and medical expenses. Call now.
If you're one of the millions of Americans who are disabled and unable to work, I have an important message. You may be entitled to receive disability benefits through Social Security. You'll be matched up with an advocate who will evaluate your situation, handle your application, deal with Social Security for you, and handle all appeals and hearings. Best of all, there are no upfront fees, so you pay nothing until you receive your benefits. Call the Citizens Disability Helpline today for a free, no-obligation consultation.
Do you have an idea for a new product or invention?
Hi, I'm George Foreman. People ask me all the time, George, how do I get my idea in front of companies? How do I get a patent? What do I do next? Do you have the same questions? I'll tell you like I'll tell them all. Call my friends at InventHelp.
InventHelp has been helping inventors for more than 30 years and has sales offices nationwide. InventHelp can provide patent referrals and submit your invention to companies who are interested in receiving new ideas. If you have an idea and want to try to patent it and submit it to companies, you should call InventHelp today for free information.
Listen, I can't guarantee your company will be interested in your idea, but I believe every inventor deserves the opportunity to step into the ring and take their best shot. Put InventHelp in your corner.
For your free inventor's information, call 1-800-890-1946. That's 1-800-890-1946.
Has chronic knee pain, arthritis, or osteoarthritis of the knee robbed you of your mobility? Would you like your pain-free life back again? Then call now. You may qualify for a new non-surgical, drug-free treatment for knee pain. Even if you've tried other treatments with little or no relief, you may still be a candidate for our Advanced Arthritis Relief Protocol. This emerging treatment is covered by most insurance, including Medicare. Suffer no longer. Call right now and get your mobility back.
My very special birthday today, but I share my birthday with someone else who's very important to our show. So we'd like to take an opportunity to show some of our hardworking crew behind the scenes. It is actually the birthday as well of our director, Jim Clark. So this is a spot you rarely get to see, but here is Jim hard at work. And Jim, we said you have to put the hat on. There we go. Wonderful. There goes all dignity for all the... Happy birthday, Jim. And we're going to continue the celebration. We're heading into the kitchen with Tsunami. We'll be right back.
ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you weeknights at 5.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
From our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is an ABC 7 News Update.
Hello, I'm Scott Dennis. Here's what's coming up at the top of the hour. As the number of days till the holiday weekend decreases, the price of gas is increasing. Why that price at the pump continues to go up. Plus, in Suncoast Traffic Watch right now, a crash on I-75 in the northbound lanes. This is right at the exit with State Road 64. The left lane is blocked there near the exit, so expect some delays, although the map's still showing green at this hour. Now over to Bob for another look at the weather.
Thanks, Scott. Heavy rain falling now in parts of Sarasota County, building northward too. You can see that rain moving through Osprey, Palmer Ranch, southward down to Venice, and then some other showers developing near Longboat Key into Sarasota Bay. A lot of lightning strikes occurring even beyond the storm after the rain has passed. There's still some back building of some lightning there. And then all this moisture kind of working its way up from the south, from Port Charlotte and Punta Gorda into Inglewood now, and heading toward places to the west. More on the forecast coming up at 5.
The all-new MySuncoast.com. Just another way we're here for you.
Hurricane season is here, and Suncoast weather can go from this to this in seconds. So when severe weather threatens, count on the official Suncoast Storm Team at ABC 7.
We're armed with the most advanced weather technology so that we can bring you storm warnings faster and with more detail than ever before.
Plus, we focus on the Suncoast and track storms right down to your neighborhood.
On air, online, and on your mobile device. Turn to the official Suncoast Storm Team at ABC 7. We're here for you.
Attention, this is an important message for anyone who has taken Xarelto or Pradaxa. If you or a loved one took the blood thinner medication Xarelto or Pradaxa and was then hospitalized for internal bleeding, you may be entitled to significant compensation. Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to serious, even fatal internal bleeding. If you suffered a stroke, heart attack, or serious internal bleeding, or if a loved one died after taking Xarelto or Pradaxa, call us now. Our network of attorneys have years of experience fighting the big pharmaceutical companies and is ready to fight for you. Potential claims are being reviewed for users of Xarelto or Pradaxa who have suffered severe bleeding or hemorrhaging, stroke, or even death. Our network of experienced attorneys is ready to fight for you. You won't pay a thing unless your case is settled. Call today for a free confidential consultation. Don't fight this alone.
Please call 800-928-6604. That is 800-928-6604.
When you have credit card debt, the debt suckers, high rate and high pay, never leave you alone.
Debt is really sucking the life out of them. He's picking up the phone.
Oh, no, not consolidated credit.
With one call, they can lower their credit card rates.
And consolidate their bills into one low payment.
They'll pay off their debt in no time.
Call Consolidated Credit now.
Because debt sucks.
Call 800-201-0230. That's 800-201-0230. Call now.
Hi, I'm Dylan Radigan. The world is brimming with possibilities. And that keeps me busy. My latest invention may be able to feed and sustain communities around the world. My team and I are always on the go, meeting new people and seeing new places. I produce films that I really care about. It's an honor to speak to audiences around the world. When people come together, meaningful work gets done. How do I do all this? Well, that part's easy. Hotelplanner.com.
Coming up Tuesday at 4 on Suncoast View, have you seen the spray paint murals popping up in Sarasota's Rosemary District? The artist will be here to explain how his art is meant to unify and inspire a sense of community. In Sounds of the Suncoast, a singer who's appeared on Ellen shares his talents, both on mic and as a professional world champion jump roper. Very fun. Plus, money matters in the new restaurant, Veronica Fish and Oyster in the kitchen.
And welcome back.
You owe me $20.
Everybody!
Take it away, Mobile.
Well, we're in the kitchen with Sam Ray from Tsunami. And tell me a little about what we're making today.
Today we're going to do Asian pork lettuce wrap. So it's nice, lean, it's got a great marinade to it. It's a lot of fun.
Okay.
All right, put them
so
to work.
Get started. How do we do it?
Okay, so we're going to do Asian coleslaw. So we've got shredded cabbage, it's Napa cabbage, red cabbage, julienne carrots, and green onions. So all that goes together in this bowl here.
Okay. All right, Linda, you get some.
Yeah, you can just pick up that plate and dump it in.
Oh, we forgot to pick up the plate. We just
Whatever works, as long as you get it in there, I don't care.
Okay, and then what else? Do we put
All
this
right,
in there?
this is the marinade for it, yeah.
Put it over?
Yes, just dump it over.
And what's in the marinade?
We've got sesame oil, soy sauce, rice wine vinaigrette. We've got a little bit of red pepper to add a little bit of spice.
But
to
light.
It. Salt and pepper. Yeah, very light. Very light.
Oh, it smells so good.
Good.
I'm ready to try to
So this is going to sit, you take this and put it in your refrigerator, and then you work on the rest of your meal about 30 minutes.
Okay, but it doesn't have to
40
sit a
minutes.
long time, just
Not
while
too
we
long.
assemble?
Right.
Okay.
So about just half an hour.
Tell
and
us
we're
about
good.
the meat. What cut of pork is this?
This is the pork loin.
Okay.
So, and we've just quartered it into like a 1/4-inch slices here.
Okay, so you
And
would
then-
slice it this way?
Right.
Kind of across?
Right, and
Okay.
until you get these strips here.
All right.
And then this one you want to marinate for about an hour. The longer you marinate it, the better the flavor's going to
So they're two separate marinades, or do you add the pork to this?
This is completely different. This doesn't touch the raw meat.
Well, Beth,
because-
please don't put raw pork in my salad. Oh, Lord.
So this goes in the fridge covered, and it's waits until later.
Thank heavens you're here, Sam.
Right, we're good. We got it under control. And then this one is the marinade for the meat. So
Okay.
it's a little bit different. We've got Asian pear, which is a little bit different. So you put this and all the ingredients in the recipe in the food processor and puree it until it looks like applesauce here.
Yeah, kind of like baby food.
And then you put it in a Ziploc baggie and throw that in the fridge too.
Love it.
So while everything's marinating, we can have a drink or
Yeah, I
whatever.
was gonna say, we'll have a glass of wine and we'll walk the dog.
Exactly.
So the pork is
Right, so this is marinating here. This is pre-marinated for the sake of TV, of course.
Okay, we love TV.
So we're just going
Want
to
me to
fry
cook
that.
here?
Yeah, go ahead,
All
girl.
right. Very hot pan, I take it?
Medium-high heat.
Medium. So
So,
you want me to put it on, or is it we too hot here?
you can put it on, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put it over.
Sam, any tips on cooking pork? Because I'm always nervous I'm going to undercook it and then I end up overcooking it.
The way I do it to make sure it's done is you feel it. You know, kind of the way we do steak temperatures.
The
I don't know if you
finger
know
test.
that.
We just learned about it last
so rare. So then we're going to make sure that that one's medium rare. It's
So
going to be
here's my
extra
question.
firm.
Is it okay if pork is a little bit pink? Or do we have to go all white?
I wouldn't recommend it because
He's mortified.
Pork's not a very clean meat to start with, so you really want to make sure it's cooked. It's a little scary when you do things under.
I know, but it's so dry so fast.
Yeah, it's
Right.
definitely not steak, so you shouldn't be medium anything.
So are you going to push that with your finger?
You poke it with the tongs. Oh, it's going to be hot, so we don't want to.
Oh, that doesn't look
Now,
dry.
how long before I flip?
We're going to do about 4 minutes on each side.
Okay,
so
so
we
we're
won't
going to let
have
this
time
go.
to
We'll
cook
let
the
this
whole
go.
thing.
So then let's move to assembly here.
All right.
All right, Stephanie. Do I slice?
Yeah, absolutely.
How do we slice?
However you want to.
It's
pre-sliced already, so you
Watch
can
your
do it however
fingers.
you want.
You don't have to slice more than, so you could do it the way it's already sliced?
Yeah, and you can just put that in there.
I don't like to chew too much, so I'm going to slice. I'm lazy.
We've got romaine for our lettuce wraps at Tsunami. Add a little bit of nutrition
All
to
right,
it.
which order do I go here? That looks like
However
kimchi.
you want. And kimchi you can add to it if you want. Store-bought kimchi works great.
So meat first?
Yep, I do meat first.
Okay.
A little bit of coleslaw.
Romaine's good because it makes a little vessel for
You've got a perfect little taco.
Yes, kimchi? Is this
yes.
to you?
Yes.
Okay, yes, kimchi. I am making the birthday boy a pork lettuce wrap. My hands are gloved and clean, so you dig in with Joey's happy birthday special entree, of course, from Sam Ray from Tsunami. Amazing sushi, cooked food as well.
We did
Thumbs
good.
up.
We did.
The flavor smells absolutely wonderful. So head to Tsunami, enjoy all the wonderful Asian flavors there. Of course, we've enjoyed cocktails from Table Creekside as well. Cake. Oh, I lost Joey. Oh, Lulu's coming back. She's still mortified.
I know. You shouldn't have a dog in the kitchen.
Cake from Sif Bakehouse and Saul's New York City Deli. Lots of great treats for the birthday. Thanks for being here. Happy birthday. Take some time. Enjoy the Suncoast view. Hello.